Simon's filled this trailer with that crap out the back. We're just trying to keep it clean again. We don't want to build up a bacteria in the back pen there, so like I say, just cleaned it out. We'll get this technique to field, it can rot down in the field, and then come next autumn we'll spread it again and ready for another cycle. But we'll get off with this. It's a bit wet up there. He's just been warning me. He says, Dad, don't get stuck. I hope not. You can come with me for the ride, I think. Where can I put you? I don't know. Tell you what, you sit there.
I ain't afraid of the dark, 'cause once you let the light in, you won't see the beautiful stars shining down from afar. No, I ain't afraid of the dark. I don't mind the rain, bringing life back. We can breathe again when dealing with the pain. No, I don't mind.
They're all laid down except this little one here grazing. Oh, you can see her. This little one grazing here. A little bit of silage, and the others are all laid down. And apart from one stood in the middle there. They look content, don't they? Just like I like them. Just like I like them. And this lot are all feeding on this. We've got some slightly different silage this time. It's a little bit more like silage instead of haylage. We're onto some different cut of grass now. A lot of that really dry haylage stuff has gone, and they're preferring this moisture silage round bale more than anything. Anyway, welcome back, my barnyard buddies, and don't forget, if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up if you enjoy the video. And what we'll do today, we'll try and do a little bit of cow stuff, a little bit of work on the foot baths. We're going to do some condition scoring, or some mobility scoring the cows. I'll walk down and have a go at that. It's something we do on a regular basis. Right, Simon's just washed all these calf pens off, and what we'll do is store them outside and let natural weather clean them up really. He's washed them first, disinfected them down, and then we'll just stack them here. I've just pushed silage up to them as well, so they're all feeding down this face side. Make sure they're all okay. Like I say, any cows in bulling are what we're looking for. Obviously, we try to get cows to have a calf every single year. That's getting all the cycle right, the drying off right, catching them when they're in season as well, or in bulling, serving them at right time. We don't too bad. It's just a case of keeping on top of them all the time. Like I said, this 629, she's just stood here, she's sneaked back in there, she's in bulling. And also we've got a new heifer in here as well. So far, up to press, she's not laying in a cubicle. She's decided she's going to lay in muck as well, so I'm just sneaking up on her and trying to find her. I'm hoping she's stood in a cubicle. I'm actually hoping she's laid in a cubicle, but I think she looks like she's stood here wondering what to do with herself. Looks like 650 wants to go down there and get milked, but oh, she's stood in a cubicle, so I'm going to leave her. Like I say, she hadn't laid down, she'd actually laid in the muck. You can see how she's got a bit mucky on the backside there on the leg. But she's dry now. She hadn't laid down this afternoon. But the positive thing, she's actually stood in a cubicle. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, she'll naturally want to go in like the other cows there. But I'll leave her alone. We'll not disturb her. She's there chewing a cud. She looks happy enough. The hardest part is if they don't lay in a cubicle, we've got to train them to go in. And lay down. We had one before, but she stood up for a day or so, and her feet were aching. And what we did, we walked her into one of these cubicles here, and we stood her in and put a rope around the back and just let her stand in. put a little bit of straw in as well, that helps, because they're used to straw. So I put a little bit of straw in, and actually she laid down that afternoon. We did that for a couple of days, and she settled down and she started laying in cubicles all right. But this one, she's been a bit of a mare. She's taken a little bit, she's been difficult to train on the robot. She's been a bit of a crazy move really. She's settled down now, she's milking okay. We've put her in with the cows, and now his next move is to try and get her to lay in the cubicles. But the only snag we have with the plastic ones, because they're so flexible, you can see how flexible they are, is we can't trap them in. If we're really lucky, like I said with the other one, we can get a rope behind and they'll stand there and hopefully lay down. But this one, she's a bit of a one on her own. If she's not going to do anything, she's going to be really stubborn, and she's not going to do anything. She's going to try and get out, but they can turn round in them as well because she's a bit small. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on her. Let's hope she gets laying in a cubicle, but I will monitor. I'm glad she's stood in one, or half stood in one. She'll realise it's soft on her feet, and then maybe Penny will drop and think, you know, it's soft in here, I can lay in here. Yeah, she's been one of them really. We get them occasionally. Thankfully not too many of them, but just occasionally. There's always one. There's definitely always one. Just thought while we were down here it might be a good chance to do a little bit of mobility scoring for the cows. Yeah, so what we do periodically, well, I say periodically, we're actually doing it all the time, every time we're down here. Mobility scoring is looking how the cow walks and looking at her movement, or a locomotion as they call it. And what we're looking for is possible early signs of lameness and things like that. So yeah, I just thought I might do a few while I'm here and just show you roughly what we do. So I'm looking at cows while I'm talking to you. We're just looking around, and we're just sort of looking how they're walking. We find it better just to do it quietly while cows are sort of naturally just walking about and feeding. It's the best way to do it. And also when they go into robots, it's a bit difficult because they're walking on the slats and they might walk a little bit different. So really we're sort of looking for any sores or any bad feet or anything like that. And we go for charts. 0 being really good, and number 3 being really poor. So a set of 4, so zero's perfect. Nothing's perfect, as you know, but perfect, or a good looking cow is a straight back, walking flat, even strides on all feet. And then the worst ones are probably an arch back, if you understand what I mean, and walking, and she's really tender on her feet and walking really badly. And then we try to score the cows in between that sort of scale. And then we sort of make notes really. It's really more for foot trimming and cow health really, and trying to spot early signs. So it's a good thing to do. I'll walk around and do a few, and hopefully we haven't got too many, and it's sort of preparation for foot trimmer coming. So she's walking up there, she's walking really well, that's 669. The automatic foot baths we put in the Hoofcount ones, it's got to be one of the best things we've probably done in this building, apart from robots of course. But for cow health wise and the feet, they've been absolutely fantastic. I mean, last time foot trimmer came, he said with no digit at all, that's digital dermatitis on the hooves. We hadn't a single case. He says there might be 1 or 2 that were just healing up and just mending, but there were no fresh digit, which is absolutely unbelievable really, to be honest with you. And it's all down to these foot baths. It's all down to these foot baths. Okay, we're still getting a few bruises and a few sores, and they aren't perfect. I'm not going to stand here and say they are perfect, because they're not. We always get a few. No matter how hard you try, you're always going to get a few cows. But as far as general health of the hooves goes, what a big difference they've made. We've been really, really pleased with them. But the addition to the foot baths is the cameras that are going on. I I was talking to Jane Marsh down at Dairy Tech about that, and what they're doing now, they've got an AI camera that goes on the door of the actual foot bath, and every time a cow walks through, it monitors the feet, and it takes a small picture of every single hoof as it walks through, and then uses AI technology then to put all those pictures together, and it's looking for any problems, and then if there's any problems it notifies you as well. So it's down to mobility scoring really, fully automatically, and also condition scoring as well also comes into it. So I did have a chat with Jane Marsh from Hoofcount. I'll put you that little chat in now. You can watch what Jane had to say, but I think it's something we're going to adopt later. I do really like the idea because obviously if cows are getting sore feet, they just lay down all the time and they don't move, and they don't want to visit robots. So if you can keep these cows' feet really healthy, it's a no-brainer really, it's a no-brainer. Anyway, this is what Jane was telling me down at Dairy Tech. I'm really interested in this. To the best of my knowledge, how it works is it picks early detections up of problems with cows' feet. So, is that right, Jane? Is that how it works?
Absolutely. So at Hoofcount we're really passionate about keeping cows healthy, having good animal welfare. And so what we have done is we've added a vision system to the front of the foot bath, which is constantly looking at images of the hooves as they pass through the bath. So with each cow pass, there might be hundreds of images of each individual hoof.
Okay.
So the AI model is detecting the animal, it detects the leg, so whether it's front, right.
So it's not just the hoof, it's the leg, the bottom part of the leg as well?
It's the animal, the leg, and then the hoof. So whether it's got the first onset of digital dermatitis,
right,
and then it will categorise that lesion, whether it's give it an M score, so M0 through to M4.
Right.
So it will say whether it's chronic or an active lesion.
Okay.
And also we've also trained the model now to detect blocks and bandages.
Wow, that's impressive. So if a foot has been and we've forgotten to take a bandage off, or the blocks have been on too long, it'll pick it up and say...
It will. It will send you an email or a notification.
Or a nasty message saying, stupid farmer,
get that bandage off. So that's what it will do, and it'll detect blocks.
Oh, wow.
So it's just a simple addition to the foot bath.
Okay.
And then it will just...
Right, we were talking about it a little while ago, and we've got Jane's, Hoofcount Foot Baths in, with two of them on robots. I'll redo a video on that later, but maybe include it with this one. But we were talking about it early on, and they were just developing at the moment at one of the colleges. You were having a few AI problems, was it, at the beginning? Or have you managed to master all that?
Just to start with, so we had a 2-year project.
Okay.
So, as with technology, there's always a few teething issues right at the start.
Yeah, of course there is.
We had a 2-year project. We've pretty much ironed most of those out now. Right. So with AI, it's constantly getting better and better and better and more accurate.
Because it's a learning model anyway.
It is. So now what we'll do is we'll teach the system to mobility score as well.
Wow.
So that's the next step.
Well, that'll save farmer hours.
Absolutely. And if it's a system that's doing it, it's less subjective. You've not got a human in there. Right.
Because going a step further than that then, especially on mobility, well, this as well, but mobility scoring as well, would it pass the information directly to another program which could be added to the...
No, not at the moment. No,
right.
Not at the moment. It's a standalone. So all this information that's generated with the PediView goes to a farmer dashboard.
Right.
And in that dashboard, the farmer will get an overview of his entire herd.
Okay.
He'll get a view of an individual animal as well, and give a treatment plan for individual animals.
Okay.
So it's pretty much an individual treatment plan.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Uniform Agri is that program I'm thinking of.
Yes,
I've got to remember it then from there. So Uniform Agri is a computer system that allows us a one enter situation on a farm really. So we put all those carvings in and everything else. Now, as Hoof Trimmer uses a program called All 4 Feet. Now what he can do, we can download the CS file, I think it is, and we can actually put that in Uniform Agri, and what that does, it actually goes then onto the robot system. So that was my question really, can that be developed maybe later on?
Quite possibly.
Yeah, it sounds as though it possibly could be.
Yeah, all things are possible.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, AI, the main important thing was to get the digital dermatitis, to get it to be seen.
You need it to work in practice.
And with Pediview, it will see the digital dermatitis about 3 weeks before you would notice it. So it's catching it really early.
Which is a good thing, because even though we've just done 26 animals foot trimming, but not because we were lame, because on a regular basis, and like I was just saying earlier on, we'd one with a block on, and we've got one with Digi, but it was the bull. Now the bull isn't in the robot system, so he's not going to get foot dipped anyway, and he got a bandage on. So out of the whole 100, I think it's 120 cows in there, just one with a block on. It just pays. The money we'll probably saved in antibiotics and blocks and bandages and treatments, it goes well towards covering the costs. So we're really pleased with it on our farm. So.
I mean, the average cost of an individual cost of lameness is around £300.
Right.
So you know straight away.
It's just going to pay for itself. Loss of milk, antibiotics,
fertility.
A really bad fertility. Yeah, fertility is a big one.
Fertility is the biggest one.
You get a lame cow, she's not going to feel like doing what she should do best. So everything it can lose you months without actually realising it.
Definitely.
Which is a big thing.
Very hidden,
all right, Jane, thank you very much for that. That's been absolutely brilliant. So hopefully we'll make a few more inquiries about this, and hopefully we might get it fitted. So we're trying to get some muck out as well. These lads have come with this tanker, and what an animal that is. Look at the size of it. 3,500 gallon. Wonder how much it weighs, that tanker, with that when it's full of slurry. What will it weigh? I don't know, I really don't know. I'm sure somebody will have a good idea. It'll have a gross axle weight on it. What will it weigh, that? 20 tonne? We'll get to the time of year now where it's sort of the last time we can put slurry on. We're getting so close to spring now and putting fertiliser on. If we put the slurry on now too late, it'll end up coming back with the silage. So, but these guys that are getting it out now for us are doing a good job. We're just taking advantage while it's a bit drier. I just came down just at the right time really and spotted her. We'll do plenty of sawdust down, and it'll stop it being as slippy. And she decides to stand up. She's got something to grip on. Come on, lassie, you're going to stand up for me. You'd better stood up. That's it, you stand up. Right. But she's hopefully going to be alright now. Just wants a few hours just to get over it. You see she's munching on a bit of straw. We're just about out of sawdust as well. I'm just waiting for the delivery as well. We haven't a single bit left. We've just that little barrel full there, and a little bit left on the floor. Oh, just to bits. Just look at this. There she is, all laid in on her own, and looking quite comfortable and content as well. That's brilliant. That's saved me a job training her, so I'm pleased about that. Brilliant. We'll leave her alone. We're not going to disturb her. She's done it on her own. So good do. A really good do. Okay guys, that's just about it from me. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and if you push the little bell in the corner as well, you'll be notified of new videos uploaded from us every week. I'll try my best to get one up every week. It's just been a bit manic this week, but we've got through it. Just about 10 days this time since last one or something like that. So yeah, anyway, I'll try my best to get up every week for you. Okay guys, once again, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.
Never will, like climbing up the steepest hill. But truth can be a bit